We about to let y'all know how we rep the Cowboys out here in the DMV.
What up, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy John G back with another one, highlighting the third day padded practice. And there's a couple of outlets that I use. I actually use DallasCowboys.com, the training camp live, and my boy Foots at Cowboys Nation TV put up an outstanding footage video of what happened in practice yesterday. So I'm going to go over my notes and my highlights, my personal highlights of what I actually saw. Go to DallasCowboys.com, training camp live. They have all of the podcasts, everything, if you want to be up to date on Cowboys football. And my boy Foots the King at Cowboys Nation TV. So I had to plug those guys in. So from the training camp live video, they pretty much highlighted the compete period. Leighton Vander Esch is this physically imposing, man. He looks like just a big ass human being out there. He actually forced a fumble in the 7-on-7 period when they clicked to it. So receiver caught the ball. Might have been receiver, might have been tight end, I'm not sure. But he ripped the ball out, and one of the linebackers scooped and scored it. And Chris Richard was absolutely loving it. The team is loving the energy that he is bringing as a coach. I mean, he's chest bumping the guys. He's pushing them. I actually heard in a wide receiver drill yesterday that he was talking trash to the receivers to make his DBs have to back up his smack talk. So that's some of the energy and some of the competing that we have been missing from that secondary. So look out for that. I seen Rico run a couple of routes. Just look sluggish and awkward running routes. They say that he's a jump ball king, but we need a little bit more from our tight end spot than just being the jump ball king. We need Rico to shore up those routes. We need Rico. I'm not sure that what we need from him we can actually get out of him, other than just him being a jump ball threat or mismatch that way. We need him to be able to block. If he can't block, he can't help us. Blake Jarwin can be an absolute problem. I actually saw his route running is crisp. He's actually the mismatch. He might be the mismatch that we're actually looking for, but it's a matter of putting everything together. There was a play where him and Dak, there was a misconnection. It was mostly on Dak because the ball was behind him, and Jarwin actually had looked like it might have been a safety beat. Had the guy beat, and Dak threw it behind him. But as Nick Eatman pointed out, Jarwin, even though the ball was behind him, Jarwin could have easily turned his hips, caught the ball, but he tried to one-arm it, and it got knocked away by the defender. So Blake just has to put everything together. And you know, he's been to a couple of different teams, so maybe we're going to start to see why he's been with a couple of those teams, because maybe he doesn't put everything together like we want. But if he does start putting things together, from what my eyes have seen, he can be an absolute problem. Jeff Swain, solid as ever. He's with the first team. Again, unless you're just physically better than Jeff Swain and you don't mess up, there's no way to really beat him out of that position. He's not going to mess up. He's going to be solid. He's going to block. He's going to run the right route. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of Schultz, but who knows why I didn't necessarily see him in that sequence. Maybe there's some injuries that's nagging or whatnot. I'm not sure. I have to do a little bit of more research on that. I'll keep that 100. I don't know what's going on with Dalton Schultz. So when they clicked over to the pass rushing drills, Tyrone Crawford actually beat Tyron Smith yesterday. That pass rush is starting to, things are starting to slow down for those guys now. I seen Dorrance Armstrong had a great explosion in his one-on-one, actually won his drill too. And Charles Tapper, number 99, I was like, who the hell is number 99? Because I always knew about Charles Tapper, but I didn't know what his number was. So when I see 99, you know what I'm saying, beat the hell out of Chaz Green in that compete drill, it almost looked reminiscent of that Atlanta Falcons game. So I'm not sure if it's just Chaz Green sucks or if Charles Tapper is actually turning the corner. But it actually looked like a really good rep from Tapper. So big ups to him. The pass rush just looked like it absolutely took it to the offense all day yesterday, and that's actually going to be in my notes from the 11-on-11 footage from what my man Foots put up. From what I saw, so I'm gonna. That's a nice segue to that. what I saw in the 11 versus 11 footage was that Dak has a little bit more control, a little bit more command of the offense. I didn't necessarily believe that it was a great day for him throwing the football. He actually got picked yesterday, and it would have been a pick six, but it was an offsides on the defense. And that's a couple of things that did happen. The defense was drawn offsides a couple of times, which is something that maybe Dak is working on. So that was a good sign, knowing that on the offense. But on defense, you know, we got to be better than that because, you know, key penalties have cost us a lot of games, cost us a lot of third down situations. So Zeke is absolutely the best player on the field, period. When he touched the ball, you definitely knew it. He was out in sweats, still looked quick, still looked crisp, running in between the tackles, lowering the shoulders. There was a time where he actually kind of just ran through Jalen Smith. The pass rush, though, looked great in my opinion. Yesterday, they were all in Dak's grill. They were in Cooper Rush's grill. They just, you know, converged the pocket and made it a tougher throw, and that's what we need. And we know we have the athletes out there to deal with those mobile quarterbacks. And last thing that I have is that Cheeto is a man out there. I mean, I'm not just saying that because he's on our team and because, you know, he made a play. I mean, he actually made a play on the ball. Like, I mean, driving, like he saw it. He was in his back pedal, T-stepped, or whatever he does, came up, broke on, it might have been a stop route or an in route. One of those two. It was either a short stop or a short in route. He came up, cut off the angle, and broke up the pass through the receiver. So that was really refreshing to see Cheeto, because we already know Byron's holding his own on the other side. But if Cheeto wins that opposite job, that's a good thing for us. And I heard that Anthony Brown's working with the ones a lot in the slot. So there's some questions to me about what's going on with Jordan Lewis. I haven't really seen a lot from Jordan Lewis. Maybe some of you guys who are looking at this video have, and you can comment and let me know what's going on with Jordan Lewis. But I don't know if he's doing good, if he's doing great, or if he's just being if he's with the second team. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell each time I put out content. All right, guys, peace.
JG about to let y'all know how we rep the Cowboys out here in the DMV.